Game in the 1986-87 season of KET Scholastic Challenge. Last fall, 117 schools were selected at random from all the regions of our state. And after several rounds of competition, these three schools went on to win in the quarterfinals and then in the semifinals. They came out on top, and now they compete as the final three in the 1987 match of KET's Scholastic Challenge. First of all, they are Lincoln County, East Hardin, and Warren Central. Well, if you've been with us, you know that they've all faced stiff opposition this season, and now they're ready for the toughest game of the year. We're delighted to have you joining us. I know that you're as anxious as we are to get started, but just before our first round begins, we're very pleased to bring you a special message from the Governor of Kentucky, the Honorable Martha Lane Collins.
Thank you, Bill. Scholastic Challenge is more than the name of a contest. It's a reminder of a job that lies ahead as all of us work for a better Kentucky. Students, you've convinced us that our future is in good hands. You've heard the expression, you're the leaders of tomorrow, and you've shown throughout the year that you are capable of conquering the challenges which face Kentucky. I commend each of you for your success in this competition. I salute your coaches, your teachers, and of course your parents. I know how proud they must be. All these people have played a significant part in developing your potential and bringing you to this level of excellence. Their dedication and yours is encouraging and affirms my belief that Kentucky's future is indeed bright. And now it's time for the final competition on KET's Scholastic Challenge. Good luck.
And we thank you very much, Governor Collins. Well, let's get right to our competition with our category round. Each team begins with 100 points. Now, teams, if you're ready, have those buttons at the ready. Remember, this is the round in which we score 10 points for a correct answer and take off 10 points for a wrong answer. You will be in direct competition, but as always, we ask you to wait to be recognized by school name before you give us your answer. Off we go. This category should command respect because it concerns the United States Supreme Court. Please think judiciously and identify each of the following persons or things having to do with the U.S. Supreme Court. The current total number of justices, Lincoln County.
9.
That is right. The current Chief Justice, East Hardin.
Rehnquist.
Correct. The president who's planned to East Hardin.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
That's right. The writ that must be obtained, East Hardin.
Habeas corpus.
I'm sorry, it's certiorari. Name titling 1954 decision of school. Lincoln County.
Brown versus Topeka Board of Education.
Stereo, I love it. Okay. Chief Justice who handed down the Dred Scott decision. Lincoln County.
Taney.
Yes. Gridiron nickname of current Justice Byron White. Got a lot of teasing when he was appointed. All right, the answer is Whizzer, Byron Whizzer White. Length of the justice's tenure in East Hardin?
Life.
Correct. Fourth Chief Justice wrote Marbury versus Lincoln County?
Marshall.
All right. The Chief Justice who preceded William Rehnquist from 1969, Lincoln County?
Berger.
Yes. Supreme Court nominees are confirmed by this Lincoln County?
Senate.
Yes. First Chief Justice of the United States, Lincoln County?
Jay.
You did well on that, and that wraps up our category round. Off to a good beginning. All right. At this point, let's take just a second here before we get into our Chiron round to meet the coach from Lincoln County. I know you're very proud of these youngsters. We're delighted to have them and you with us. Hi.
Hi, I'm Anita Boyle from Lincoln County High School. Our team was runner-up on KET last year, and we're just really happy to be in the finals of KET again. Good luck, John, Keith, and John.
Right, and thank you. We echo those sentiments. First of all, let's meet them. Here's John.
Hello, I'm John Markle, and I'm a junior.
Our captain is Keith.
I'm Keith Durham, and I'm a senior.
And finally, John.
Hello, I'm John Cooley, and I'm a sophomore.
Great to have each of you with us again. You have 170 points. Just before we go on to this next round, we thought that you at home would enjoy perhaps a closer look at the various schools. So first of all, here's Keith Durham to tell us a little more about Lincoln County High School.
Lincoln County High School, located in Stamford, Kentucky, has an enrollment of approximately 1,200 students. In addition to the mathematics, science, literature, and history classes, Lincoln County High offers students the opportunity to take a variety of courses. Being in an agricultural community, students can participate in both agriculture and horticulture classes. Lincoln County also has an excellent business department. Each spring, the chorus and the drama club present a musical performance for the enjoyment of the entire community. Lincoln County has an exceptionally outstanding vocational program where students are taught such subjects as carpentry and welding. For students interested in music, there are the chorus and the band, both of which periodically perform concerts. Lincoln County also has an expanding computer programming department, which in the past has been nationally ranked. And of course, Lincoln County has varsity athletics teams in football, basketball, baseball, tennis, and golf. Educational competition is on the move in Lincoln County.
Thank you, Keith. I know you're proud of your fine school. You have every right to be. And I'm sure they're proud to have you representing them in this final game. Well, next up's our Chiron round. Here's the round where there are no penalties. Each correct answer brings its team 20 points. A round which is vitally important because it gives you a chance to build up points for your team. You're not in direct competition on this one, so if you're all set, team, here are the Chiron round questions for Lincoln County. Now, see if you can rearrange the letters in this phrase to get the last name of the Polish military leader who gave his life fighting in the American Revolution.
Pulaski.
Yes. Agra is a city in India, but it can become any marketplace of ancient Greece by adding what one letter in the middle?
E.
I'm sorry, the letter is O to make agora. We get agoraphobia from that, or the Greek means marketplace. Okay, try this one. Now, if you travel to Europe, it might be useful to know that these are words in Norwegian and Hungarian, respectively, for what sort of clothing worker, the one-time trade of President Andrew Johnson?
Taylor. Yeah. Taylor.
Right you are. Okay, here's a two-part question. For 2 answers and 2 writers, you'll fill in the blanks with the last names of what 2 authors of The Lord of the Rings and The Lord of the Flies, respectively.
Tolkien and Golding.
Okay, we'll take that. Fine, Keith. That's good for 40 points. Of these 3 natural pigments found in leaves, which one is most evident in leaves that have turned completely brown?
Tannin.
Right you are. Now, this is one translation of the official motto of what European Grand Duchy that is the smallest country belonging to NATO. Much of the 1944 Battle of the Bulge was fought there.
Luxembourg.
Correct you are, and that wraps up the Chiron round for Lincoln County. A lot of points on that one. Good round. Okay. It's time for us to move along to East Hardin, but first I want you to say hello to their coaches. Hi.
Hi, I'm Mike Kinney. This is Betty Abraham. We're the coaches for East Hardin. We're extremely proud to be here today in the finals, and we hope we can do it one more time.
A lot of pressure, and certainly you have a mighty good team representing East Hardin. First of all, here's Colin.
I'm Colin Mattingly. I'm a senior.
And our captain is Scott.
Scott Veers, senior.
And finally, Miranda.
I'm Miranda Dockery, senior.
All right, good to have these 2 seniors with us. You have 120 points. And as with Lincoln County, just before we get to their questions, let's take just a moment for a look at their school. Here is alternate Cindy Veers to show us around East Hardin High School.
East Hardin was established in 1962 and is a comprehensive high school. Located in the rural community of Glendale in Hardin County, East Hardin serves both a suburban and rural student population with the objective of providing a quality education for each individual student. The faculty and staff of East Hardin strive for excellence in the school's programs. Students may choose from a variety of classes that include vocational courses, science, foreign language, math, English, art, social studies, computers, music, and physical education. The extracurricular activities at East Hardin can be seen in the several championship athletic teams that the school has produced. We are also proud to have one of the top academic teams in the state. The trophies that fill several cases throughout the school illustrate our proud heritage, a heritage that the faculty, staff, and students of today strive to maintain.
A lot of trophies there. Thank you, Cindy. Looks like exciting things happening at your school. Right now, for a little excitement right here, we're going to get right to the Chiron questions for East Hardin. Watch the screen. Here we go. Rearrange the letters here, and you'll name the Revolutionary War general who staged and won the Battle of Saratoga.
Gates.
Yes. An astronomer would have to include what one letter in this word if he were to name the system that includes the sun and the heavenly bodies that revolve around it?
L.
For solar, that is correct. Okay. In Indonesia and in Romania, respectively, these are the standard names for what metal? An element whose atomic number is 29. It is combined with tin to form the alloy bronze.
Copper.
Right. Two-parter now. By filling in the blanks two different ways, you can name what two official titles borne by the fictional Michael Henchard in Casterbridge and the fictional clergyman Primrose in the town of Wakefield.
Vicar. Mayor and vicar.
Those are correct, and that brings you 40 more points. If you know your roots, you should select which of these to describe the one long, strong primary root of an oak tree.
Taproot.
Yes. In 1815, the Count de las Casas wrote this disturbing description of what island in the South Atlantic, which he approached with Napoleon Bonaparte as their place of exile.
St. Helena.
Right, you are, Scott. Good. Chiron round. That wraps it up for East Hardin. Take a rest, and we'll get set for Warren Central's Chiron round. First of all, time to meet and salute their coaches. Hi.
Hello, I'm Linda Walker, and this is Betty Ketzler, my co-coach. I'd like to acknowledge our hardworking alternates, Katie O'Donnell, who's a senior, Shelley Gibson, Todd Kinchlow, and Mark Friday. Good luck, Dragons.
All right, and there they are, ready to go. First of all, let's meet those members of the team. Here's Cliff.
Hello, my name is Cliff Norris, and I'm a senior at Warren Central.
Our captain is David.
I'm David Sparks, and I'm a senior.
And Steve.
I'm Steve Meadows, and I'm a senior.
All right, great to have you with us, gentlemen. You've come a long way. And just again, before we begin with their Chiron questions, let's take a moment and have a look at Warren Central High School. And here's Cliff Norris to tell us more about it. Cliff?
Warren Central High School is truly a school on the move. One of the largest high schools in the state, Warren Central emphasizes a program not only of rigorous academics, but also of rewarding extracurricular activity. Many students excel in athletics, representing Warren Central in several sports and on many levels. Yet athletics is only one facet of student life at Warren Central. Our musically talented students succeed in bringing recognition to our school, indicating the vast amount of talent possessed by our students. Also, academically motivated students participate in a broad spectrum of subject-related competitions. Warren Central offers honors programs to help students realize their creative potentials. With the combination of special programs and outstanding leadership, Warren Central is marching proudly into the future. Warren Central, a high school for the 80s and beyond.
Good. Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate it. And to Warren Central, the Chiron question time has come. Watch the monitor. Gentlemen, here we go. Now, you can change this word from a medical condition, it'll be up in a moment, and there it is, okay, to a military hero by rearranging these letters to get the last name of what general who commanded the Union forces at Gettysburg.
Meade.
Rearrange, that's right. This word will no longer be the pits once you've inserted into it what one letter to name an ancient people driven into Scotland by Britons and Romans.
C.
That is right, to make Picts, P-I-C-T-S. Good. In Japan and in Israel, respectively, these are the words for what same woodwind instrument that is described as magic in the title of an opera by Mozart.
Flute.
Yes, it is. Two-parter now, possible 40 points by filling in the blanks two different ways. You can name what two modern American authors. One, the playwright who wrote Death of a Salesman, and the other, the author of Catch-22.
Miller and Keller.
Yeah. Miller and Keller.
Miller is right. It was Heller for the second one, Joseph Heller. Okay, you got 20 points on that one. Of these three planets in our solar system, which one is believed to have the greater mass and density than the Earth?
Neptune.
Correct. During the 1970s, this statement was attributed to the Shah of Iran. He was referring to what Middle Eastern Gulf bordering Iran through which much of the world's oil supply is shipped.
Persian Gulf.
Correct you are, and that wraps up the Chiron round, not only for Warren Central, but for each of our three teams for the last time this season. All right. It's time for a recap and see how these teams have been doing at the end of our Chiron round. We have Lincoln County with 290 points, East Hardin with 260 points, and Warren Central with 220 points. A mere 70 points separating these teams, and we have a lot more questions to go. So in a moment, it'll be time for our Kentucky round, but first, I want to remind you of the stakes in this final game. Each of the runners-up will receive $250, and the winners will receive $500. The prize money is being contributed by the Friends of KET to the library funds of your schools. And so, with that goal in mind, we're very pleased to thank the Friends of KET. And right at this moment with me is Daniel Baer, who is the president of the Kentucky Junior Historical Society. His organization has 3,700 members and 160 chapters and has played an important part in our program this year. Daniel, we welcome you, and I note that you have something extra for our winners.
Yes, thank you. We've enjoyed very much working with the Scholastic Challenge this year, and we thank you for encouraging interest in the history of Kentucky. So on behalf of the Kentucky Junior Historical Society, I'd like to present the school library of today's winning team with this book.
All right, very good. We thank you for that and certainly appreciate all the effort which has gone into helping us with these Kentucky questions. This has become quite a fascinating round, not only for our participants, but the folks at home, too. I'm going to put you in charge of this just until the game is over.
Okay.
But Daniel, again, on behalf of all of us at KET Scholastic Challenge, thank you and the members of the Kentucky Junior Historical Society. We really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, and with that, it's time to move along to our Kentucky round. As you well know, this is our third year for Kentucky questions. We've learned a great deal about the Commonwealth, interesting information, and some great facts. Hope that you have, too. On this round, teams, of course, we give you 10 points. For a correct answer, we take off 10 points for an incorrect answer, and obviously you're going to be in direct competition one more time. So have those buttons ready and wait to hear your school name after you ring in. If you're set, here are the Kentucky questions. Name the Morehead State University graduate who piloted East Hardin.
Phil Sims.
That is correct. Okay, here's an illustrated question for you. Name this central Kentucky county formed and Lincoln County.
Grant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Keith, that was Scott County. All right, try this one. Name 2 of the 3 Kentucky governors who served during the 4 years of the Civil War. 2 out of 3. This may be a little before your time. Okay, on that one, the 3 were actually McGoffin, Robinson, and Bramlett. On the screen, identify this congressman. Lincoln County?
Larry Hopkins.
Correct. Name the American general who was part of a conspiracy in 1787 to ally Kentucky with Spanish New Orleans and secede from the United States. An American general. Okay, the answer is General James Wilkinson. An illustrated question now. This sculptor who created this bust of Cassius Clay became the first Kentucky sculptor to gain international fame. He has been called the greatest sculptor of modern times. Can you name him? Okay, the answer is Joel T. Hart, H-A-R-T. Said to have been the first white woman in Kentucky. Name East Hardin.
Walker.
I'm sorry, it was Mary Ingalls. Recently, in the news, is what site in Fleming County where over a 14-year period, almost 5 million cubic feet of radioactive waste was buried? Cleanup negotiation. East Hardin?
Valley of the Drums.
I'm sorry. Maxey Flats is the answer to that one. And that wraps up our Kentucky round. All right. It's time for us now to take just a short break. We're going to check the scores, and then we'll get right back with you with 2 more rounds in this final championship game of KET's Scholastic Challenge. Be right back.